Práctica diaria de inglés. Escucha, habla y mejora tus habilidades. Al terminar, practica más en nuestra app. Gratis. Link abajo. Comienza a practicar.
I am learning more about myself every day. I am learning more about myself every day.
Estoy aprendiendo más sobre mí cada día.
I am learning more about myself every day. I am learning more about myself every day. I want to understand who I really am. I want to understand who I really am.
Quiero entender quién soy realmente.
I want to understand who I really am. I want to understand who I really am. Self-discovery is a personal journey. Self-discovery is a personal journey.
El autodescubrimiento es un viaje personal.
Self-discovery is a personal journey. Self-discovery is a personal journey. I am exploring my thoughts and feelings. I am exploring my thoughts and feelings.
Estoy explorando mis pensamientos y sentimientos.
I am exploring my thoughts and feelings. I am exploring my thoughts and feelings. It's okay to take time to know myself. It's okay to take time to know myself.
Está bien tomarse tiempo para conocerme.
It's okay to take time to know myself. It's okay to take time to know myself. I learn from my mistakes. I learn from my mistakes.
Aprendo de mis errores.
I learn from my mistakes. I learn from my mistakes. I try to listen to my inner voice. I try to listen to my inner voice.
Intento escuchar mi voz interior.
I try to listen to my inner voice. I try to listen to my inner voice. I have strengths I didn't know about. I have strengths I didn't know about.
Tengo fortalezas que no conocía.
I have strengths I didn't know about. I have strengths I didn't know about. I accept my flaws and work on them. I accept my flaws and work on them.
Acepto mis defectos y trabajo en ellos.
I accept my flaws and work on them. I accept my flaws and work on them. I am learning to love myself. I am learning to love myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a quererme.
I am learning to love myself. I am learning to love myself. I ask myself what makes me happy. I ask myself what makes me happy.
Me pregunto qué me hace feliz.
I ask myself what makes me happy. I ask myself what makes me happy. I reflect on my past to grow. I reflect on my past to grow.
Reflexiono sobre mi pasado para crecer.
I reflect on my past to grow. I reflect on my past to grow. I am open to change. I am open to change.
Estoy abierto al cambio.
I am open to change. I am open to change. I trust my instincts more now. I trust my instincts more now.
Confío más en mis instintos ahora.
I trust my instincts more now. I trust my instincts more now. I am figuring out what I want in life. I am figuring out what I want in life.
Estoy descubriendo lo que quiero en la vida.
I am figuring out what I want in life. I am figuring out what I want in life. I take time to be alone and think. I take time to be alone and think.
Me tomo tiempo para estar solo y pensar.
I take time to be alone and think. I take time to be alone and think. I am learning to set boundaries. I am learning to set boundaries.
Estoy aprendiendo a poner límites.
I am learning to set boundaries. I am learning to set boundaries. I try to be honest with myself. I try to be honest with myself.
Intento ser honesto conmigo mismo.
I try to be honest with myself. I try to be honest with myself. I think about what matters to me. I think about what matters to me.
Pienso en lo que es importante para mí.
I think about what matters to me. I think about what matters to me. I write in a journal to understand myself. I write in a journal to understand myself.
Escribo en un diario para entenderme.
I write in a journal to understand myself. I write in a journal to understand myself. I look for meaning in my experiences. I look for meaning in my experiences.
Busco significado en mis experiencias.
I look for meaning in my experiences. I look for meaning in my experiences. I discover new interests as I grow. I discover new interests as I grow.
Descubro nuevos intereses a medida que crezco.
I discover new interests as I grow. I discover new interests as I grow. I learn who I am through challenges. I learn who I am through challenges.
Aprendo quién soy a través de los desafíos.
I learn who I am through challenges. I learn who I am through challenges. I try new things to find my passion. I try new things to find my passion.
Pruebo cosas nuevas para encontrar mi pasión.
I try new things to find my passion. I try new things to find my passion. I want to live a life that feels true. I want to live a life that feels true.
Quiero vivir una vida que se sienta auténtica.
I want to live a life that feels true. I want to live a life that feels true. I ask myself deep questions. I ask myself deep questions.
Me hago preguntas profundas.
I ask myself deep questions. I ask myself deep questions. I am not afraid to be different. I am not afraid to be different.
No tengo miedo de ser diferente.
I am not afraid to be different. I am not afraid to be different. I am still learning who I am. I am still learning who I am.
Todavía estoy aprendiendo quién soy.
I am still learning who I am. I am still learning who I am. I grow through self-reflection. I grow through self-reflection.
Crezco a través de la autorreflexión.
I grow through self-reflection. I grow through self-reflection. I try to live with purpose. I try to live with purpose.
Intento vivir con propósito.
I try to live with purpose. I try to live with purpose. I want to become the best version of me. I want to become the best version of me.
Quiero convertirme en la mejor versión de mí.
I want to become the best version of me. I want to become the best version of me. I believe in my own path. I believe in my own path.
Creo en mi propio camino.
I believe in my own path. I believe in my own path. I am learning to let go of fears. I am learning to let go of fears.
Estoy aprendiendo a soltar mis miedos.
I am learning to let go of fears. I am learning to let go of fears. I take time to understand my emotions. I take time to understand my emotions.
Me tomo tiempo para entender mis emociones.
I take time to understand my emotions. I take time to understand my emotions. I grow when I face my fears. I grow when I face my fears.
Crezco cuando enfrento mis miedos.
I grow when I face my fears. I grow when I face my fears. I am more confident in who I am. I am more confident in who I am.
Tengo más confianza en quién soy.
I am more confident in who I am. I am more confident in who I am. I listen to my heart. I listen to my heart.
Escucho a mi corazón.
I listen to my heart. I listen to my heart. I value my own opinion. I value my own opinion.
Valoro mi propia opinión.
I value my own opinion. I value my own opinion. I want to know what drives me. I want to know what drives me.
Quiero saber qué me motiva.
I want to know what drives me. I want to know what drives me. I am learning what makes me unique. I am learning what makes me unique.
Estoy aprendiendo qué me hace único.
I am learning what makes me unique. I am learning what makes me unique. I accept myself as I am. I accept myself as I am.
Me acepto tal como soy.
I accept myself as I am. I accept myself as I am. I try to stay true to myself. I try to stay true to myself.
Intento ser fiel a mí mismo.
I try to stay true to myself. I try to stay true to myself. I am discovering what I truly enjoy. I am discovering what I truly enjoy.
Estoy descubriendo lo que realmente disfruto.
I am discovering what I truly enjoy. I am discovering what I truly enjoy. I believe self-discovery takes time. I believe self-discovery takes time.
Creo que el autodescubrimiento lleva tiempo.
I believe self-discovery takes time. I believe self-discovery takes time. I am growing every day. I am growing every day.
Estoy creciendo cada día.
I am growing every day. I am growing every day. I enjoy spending time with myself. I enjoy spending time with myself.
Disfruto pasar tiempo conmigo mismo.
I enjoy spending time with myself. I enjoy spending time with myself. I try to be mindful and present. I try to be mindful and present.
Intento ser consciente y estar presente.
I try to be mindful and present. I try to be mindful and present. I learn from the people around me. I learn from the people around me.
Aprendo de las personas que me rodean.
I learn from the people around me. I learn from the people around me. I am learning to forgive myself. I am learning to forgive myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a perdonarme.
I am learning to forgive myself. I am learning to forgive myself. I try to understand my needs. I try to understand my needs.
Intento entender mis necesidades.
I try to understand my needs. I try to understand my needs. I give myself space to grow. I give myself space to grow.
Me doy espacio para crecer.
I give myself space to grow. I give myself space to grow. I am learning to be patient with myself. I am learning to be patient with myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a ser paciente conmigo mismo.
I am learning to be patient with myself. I am learning to be patient with myself. I want to live authentically. I want to live authentically.
Quiero vivir con autenticidad.
I want to live authentically. I want to live authentically. I discover something new about myself often. I discover something new about myself often.
Descubro algo nuevo sobre mí a menudo.
I discover something new about myself often. I discover something new about myself often. I am not afraid to explore new ideas. I am not afraid to explore new ideas.
No tengo miedo de explorar nuevas ideas.
I am not afraid to explore new ideas. I am not afraid to explore new ideas. I take care of my mental health. I take care of my mental health.
Cuido mi salud mental.
I take care of my mental health. I take care of my mental health. I learn from my experiences. I learn from my experiences.
Aprendo de mis experiencias.
I learn from my experiences. I learn from my experiences. I want to live a meaningful life. I want to live a meaningful life.
Quiero vivir una vida con sentido.
I want to live a meaningful life. I want to live a meaningful life. I am learning to follow my passion. I am learning to follow my passion.
Estoy aprendiendo a seguir mi pasión.
I am learning to follow my passion. I am learning to follow my passion. I try to stay positive about myself. I try to stay positive about myself.
Intento mantener una actitud positiva sobre mí mismo.
I try to stay positive about myself. I try to stay positive about myself. I want to understand my purpose. I want to understand my purpose.
Quiero entender mi propósito.
I want to understand my purpose. I want to understand my purpose. I am learning to accept change. I am learning to accept change.
Estoy aprendiendo a aceptar el cambio.
I am learning to accept change. I am learning to accept change. I enjoy learning who I am becoming. I enjoy learning who I am becoming.
Disfruto aprender quién estoy llegando a ser.
I enjoy learning who I am becoming. I enjoy learning who I am becoming. I listen to my feelings. I listen to my feelings.
Escucho mis sentimientos.
I listen to my feelings. I listen to my feelings. I take time to think about my goals. I take time to think about my goals.
Me tomo tiempo para pensar en mis metas.
I take time to think about my goals. I take time to think about my goals. I am growing into myself. I am growing into myself.
Estoy creciendo hacia mí mismo.
I am growing into myself. I am growing into myself. I ask questions about my life. I ask questions about my life.
Me hago preguntas sobre mi vida.
I ask questions about my life. I ask questions about my life. I see value in self-growth. I see value in self-growth.
Veo valor en el crecimiento personal.
I see value in self-growth. I see value in self-growth. I am not the same person I was before. I am not the same person I was before.
No soy la misma persona que era antes.
I am not the same person I was before. I am not the same person I was before. I try to live with intention. I try to live with intention.
Intento vivir con intención.
I try to live with intention. I try to live with intention. I am learning to express myself. I am learning to express myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a expresarme.
I am learning to express myself. I am learning to express myself. I value my personal journey. I value my personal journey.
Valoro mi viaje personal.
I value my personal journey. I value my personal journey. I want to know what makes me feel alive. I want to know what makes me feel alive.
Quiero saber qué me hace sentir vivo.
I want to know what makes me feel alive. I want to know what makes me feel alive. I try to understand my habits. I try to understand my habits.
Intento entender mis hábitos.
I try to understand my habits. I try to understand my habits. I take small steps toward growth. I take small steps toward growth.
Doy pequeños pasos hacia el crecimiento.
I take small steps toward growth. I take small steps toward growth. I want to live a life that reflects me. I want to live a life that reflects me.
Quiero vivir una vida que me refleje.
I want to live a life that reflects me. I want to live a life that reflects me. I believe in discovering my true self. I believe in discovering my true self.
Creo en descubrir mi verdadero yo.
I believe in discovering my true self. I believe in discovering my true self. I am learning to enjoy my own company. I am learning to enjoy my own company.
Estoy aprendiendo a disfrutar de mi propia compañía.
I am learning to enjoy my own company. I am learning to enjoy my own company. I grow when I face challenges. I grow when I face challenges.
Crezco cuando enfrento desafíos.
I grow when I face challenges. I grow when I face challenges. I am learning from my past choices. I am learning from my past choices.
Estoy aprendiendo de mis decisiones pasadas.
I am learning from my past choices. I am learning from my past choices. I want to know what truly matters to me. I want to know what truly matters to me.
Quiero saber qué es lo que realmente me importa.
I want to know what truly matters to me. I want to know what truly matters to me. I accept that self-growth is a process. I accept that self-growth is a process.
Acepto que el crecimiento personal es un proceso.
I accept that self-growth is a process. I accept that self-growth is a process. I try to grow a little each day. I try to grow a little each day.
Intento crecer un poco cada día.
I try to grow a little each day. I try to grow a little each day. I am learning to be kind to myself. I am learning to be kind to myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a ser amable conmigo mismo.
I am learning to be kind to myself. I am learning to be kind to myself. I am finding clarity about who I am. I am finding clarity about who I am.
Estoy encontrando claridad sobre quién soy.
I am finding clarity about who I am. I am finding clarity about who I am. I take time to reflect on my values. I take time to reflect on my values.
Me tomo tiempo para reflexionar sobre mis valores.
I take time to reflect on my values. I take time to reflect on my values. I explore my dreams and goals. I explore my dreams and goals.
Exploro mis sueños y metas.
I explore my dreams and goals. I explore my dreams and goals. I am discovering my life's direction. I am discovering my life's direction.
Estoy descubriendo la dirección de mi vida.
I am discovering my life's direction. I am discovering my life's direction. I am learning to calm my mind. I am learning to calm my mind.
Estoy aprendiendo a calmar mi mente.
I am learning to calm my mind. I am learning to calm my mind. I am growing in self-awareness. I am growing in self-awareness.
Estoy creciendo en autoconciencia.
I am growing in self-awareness. I am growing in self-awareness. I focus on what brings me peace. I focus on what brings me peace.
Me enfoco en lo que me da paz.
I focus on what brings me peace. I focus on what brings me peace. I try to understand my reactions. I try to understand my reactions.
Intento entender mis reacciones.
I try to understand my reactions. I try to understand my reactions. I am learning what brings me joy. I am learning what brings me joy.
Estoy aprendiendo qué me da alegría.
I am learning what brings me joy. I am learning what brings me joy. I want to live with self-respect. I want to live with self-respect.
Quiero vivir con respeto hacia mí mismo.
I want to live with self-respect. I want to live with self-respect. I am finding my inner strength. I am finding my inner strength.
Estoy encontrando mi fuerza interior.
I am finding my inner strength. I am finding my inner strength. I am building a better relationship with myself. I am building a better relationship with myself.
Estoy construyendo una mejor relación conmigo mismo.
I am building a better relationship with myself. I am building a better relationship with myself. I try to identify my true desires. I try to identify my true desires.
Intento identificar mis verdaderos deseos.
I try to identify my true desires. I try to identify my true desires. I want to feel connected to my purpose. I want to feel connected to my purpose.
Quiero sentirme conectado con mi propósito.
I want to feel connected to my purpose. I want to feel connected to my purpose. I am learning to make choices for myself. I am learning to make choices for myself.
Estoy aprendiendo a tomar decisiones por mí mismo.
I am learning to make choices for myself. I am learning to make choices for myself.
Gracias por ver. Suscríbete a nuestro canal y activa las notificaciones para obtener nuevos vídeos a tiempo y continuar tu viaje de aprendizaje de inglés.